you guys, welcome back to another episode of Paradise Delights, where I will be delighting you with my delicious, moist meatloaf that will have you feeling like you are at your mama's or your grandmother's house. So get prepared to be delighted, you guys. This meatloaf is delicious. Okay, so you're going to first start off with a pound of ground beef. And you're going to make sure you gather all of the ingredients that I have listed to the left. Next, you want to add in your sauteed vegetables. I just used bell pepper and onion, but feel free to use whatever vegetables you want to add to your meatloaf in addition to these two, but at least have these two. Okay, so you want to chop up your meat and begin to incorporate your vegetables with your meat. Okay, so at this point you're going to get your egg, scramble it up, and add it into your bowl with your meat. Make sure you get all of that out. Yes, we don't want to be wasting any egg. And give that a good quick stir. Now feel free, you guys, to dig in with your hands if that's what you want to do. I just found that using the spoon was good enough for me, so that's why I got a big spoon and it worked out fine for me. So here's the fun part, all of the seasonings. So we got some salt in there and some pepper. Next we're going to grab some garlic powder. Yeah, but most of these seasonings are about a teaspoon, like what was said earlier in the video. Now I did add paprika to mine. That's optional, but I just like that smoked taste, so that's why I put it in mine, but you don't have to add it in yours. So go ahead and add in your onion powder. That's going to give it a nice good onion flavor, so you definitely want to add a nice amount of that in there, roughly about 2 teaspoons. And you're going to get you some dried thyme, a pinch of dried thyme. Now if you have fresh thyme, go ahead and use that too. Nothing's wrong with that. I just was using what I had at the time, which was dried thyme. Alright, so you're going to give that a nice stir. Combine all of those ingredients together. You want everything to be incorporated very well, so each bite will be full of flavor. So just continue to stir until you feel like it's all mixed in very well. Now it's time for the breadcrumbs. This is what's going to help to really keep your meatloaf together. It's going to, help to make it stick together very well. Okay, so you're going to add in your breadcrumbs. That was about 3/4 cup. And next you're going to add in some milk. And you're going to give that a good nice stir. Because you definitely want all of that incorporated well. And again, like I said, if you want to go in with your hands, hey, more power to you. Do what it do. But the spoon worked out just fine for me. Either way, though, it's work. You got to work it out, work it out. Hands over a spoon. I just needed to add a little bit more milk at this point. You want to make sure it's nice and moist. So, and you can gauge that as you are stirring and mixing for yourself, you know. You have to be the judge of that. So that's why I decided at this point that I needed some more milk. That was just my judgment call. So you have to make your own judgment calls as you're making your meatloaf. Because no one wants a dry meatloaf, okay, honey? No one. All right, moving on. So I sped this part up a bit because all I was doing was just shaping it. So I felt it was smart to pre-shape the loaf in the bowl and then go ahead and dump the loaf into your loaf pan. That way you don't have to try to do it, you know, in the pan. So at this point I'm just, you know, perfecting the shape. But I had already put it in the shape of a loaf before it was in the pan. See, that was easy and quick. So at this point, you're going to take your barbecue sauce and you're going to top your meatloaf with as much or as little as you want. I recommend at least one good coating like what you see here. To begin with anyways. Because what we're going to do, we're going to pop this in the oven. And your oven should be heated to 350 degrees actually. You're going to pop this in the oven, let it cook for about half an hour. You're going to take it out and add some more sauce. But for your first layer, you want at least that much, okay? Alright, so I put it in the oven and this is after the half an hour mark. 30 to 40 minutes I believe it's been. So at this point, you're going to add in some more. You're going to put some more sauce on top. Instead of more barbecue sauce, I decided to add some ketchup. The mix of barbecue sauce and ketchup on top is really good, you guys. It makes for a very delicious sauce. So I recommend using both. But if you just want to have all barbecue sauce, nothing's wrong with that. If you want just all ketchup, nothing's wrong with that, you guys. Just have to do it according to, you know, your taste buds. But I prefer both flavors because when they mix and cook, it just comes out really, really good. Alright, so at this point it has cooked the full hour. So I put it back in for another 30 minutes and then I took some parsley flakes and topped it, garnished it like that for presentation. And there you have it. That was my meatloaf, you guys. It was delicious. It was moist. It was all that in a bag of chips. My husband and my son loved it. And I accompanied it with some fried cabbage and some homemade potato salad. So it was delicious. So I hope you guys like this video, comment, and definitely subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time.